the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they come in off a win in their last outing against the Rockets in Houston. That game, a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. LeBron James in action tonight. Doesn't always log the same minutes he used to, but Shaq, if the game is close, last 2 minutes, he really puts fear in your heart.
Well, LeBron can't be stopped physically, even at his age. When he's in the zone, it's nothing you can do.
I agree. He can win close games with his offense. Then he can stop you on a defensive end in a close game. He's the most unique guy that can do everything the game possibly has ever seen.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers, back on the road tomorrow. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, D.A., you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long, long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body.
Right.
Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Aldridge. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Murray.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's James. He had 25 points in the win against Houston.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. There's a good screen. Here's Aldridge. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it out to Stevenson. 5 to shoot. Pass to LeBron. Over Aldridge. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Stolen by Ball. McGee, the pass to Stevenson. Over Gay. And Stevenson kicks to Ball. His 3-pointers off the mark. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those jams.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Ball, the pass to Stevenson. And he gets it to go.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray against Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Down low, Gasol. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Floats it up for James. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Shoots from 12. That one a little long. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Trailblazers. Here's Stevenson, and it's Gay with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to James. Stevenson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, LeBron James.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Now here's Murray. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers. Gay outside. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by James. Pass the ball. Back to McGee. Makes it off the glass. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now here's LeBron. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made, and you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Here's Ball. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Aldridge with a screen on ball. Stevenson against Gay. 5 on the clock. Baseline try. The shot comes out. Good D by Stevenson. Lakers leading by 10. To the middle and stolen by Aldridge. Gay against Stevenson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 10 from downtown, and it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got 7 points in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Lance Stevenson. Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Now here's Rondo. Mills with it on the wing. Bellinelli. He kicks to Pirtle. Now here's Mills to stop the run. And the 3 ball is good. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
And here's Walker. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. And stolen by James. Hart kicks to Kuzma. And yes, it's good. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here is Cunningham following the bucket by the Lakers. Shots good by Mills. And here is Los Angeles now. Here is Rondo. Passes it to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here is Cunningham. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Mills passes to Cunningham. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Hart, guarded by Walker. Hart the pass to Kuzma. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Spurs trail by 15. And Mills kicks to Cunningham. The pass to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Offensive rebound. Outside, Walker. Here's Pirtle. Back to Walker. Pirtle sets the pick for Walker. Over Hart. Walker's shot is off.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
So it's the Spurs now after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Walker. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Kuzma sets a screen. Pass to LeBron. There's a screen. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Gallinelli trying to break loose. They get it back. Here's Zubac. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% from the line a season ago.
One shot.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Mills kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Bellinelli. Mills dishes to Cunningham. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Rondo on the double team. Shot clock at 5. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Lakers now. Lakers leading by 19 points. Hart the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Now here's Mills. He has 5. There's the pick. Kicks it to Walker. Shot off the screen. That one doesn't drop.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
And I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for San Antonio, Cunningham is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Mills. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. No good on the free throw. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer, but really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble, and he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Now here's Zubac. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Spurs shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Mills kicks to Cunningham. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. And he makes the first. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Rondo kicks to Hart. Passes to Zubac. Back to Hart. And that one is stuffed right through.
The tenacity, the attention to detail. It's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Now, here's Bellinelli. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland. There's the 3. Mills can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Rondo. And the pass to Kuzma. It's stolen by DeRozan. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing
has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
Now, here's Ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game. And taking a look at some stats here for Caldwell Pope. How he did last season. Put up about 13 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's DeRozan. No good on the quick 3. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from DeRozan. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Now, here's Ball. They set the pick. Got a piece of it. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the basket by San Antonio. Mikhailuk, the three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Spurs trail by 19. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. He kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Ball. That one wide left.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Mikhailuk. Here's Kuzma. No good on that one. Nice D from Aldridge. Caldwell Pope against DeRozan. Pass to McGee. Ball kicks to McGee. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over DeRozan. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Yeah, cashing in close. Caldwell Pope showing you there. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here's Aldridge. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How do you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
And Gay is quick at getting his shot off. Can't give this guy any separation, even as the pass is coming his way.
Now here's LeBron. He has 7. Offensive rebound, Stevenson. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. The 15-footer. That misses off the backboard.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. He feeds it to Aldridge. Goes back up. They shoot again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Stevenson. He's got 6. James outside. And it's ball in the corner. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And, you know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
For San Antonio, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. May have been the 90s, Clark, when we saw the pick and roll really become a common type play. Defenses have now adjusted somewhat, but many offenses still rely on it now.
Man, you go way back to the 50s and 60s. The pick and roll has been one of the hardest plays to defend since really basketball came into existence, quite honestly. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now with the interchangeable parts that many teams have, you have the real challenge of small guys setting screens on big guys and creating havoc. So screen and roll action, always a very important part of the game and a hard set to cover well on defense.
Here's Aldridge. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Spurs.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Lakers last season hoped to compete, but that wasn't the case, Clark, as we saw. They'll look to do better this season.
Well, you look at last season, end of the year, 11th in the West, learned about the direction they'll grow as a team, and played at a very high pace, and I can expect Showtime to be back in full swing this season and in the coming season.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
McGee with the block. Ball, the pass to LeBron. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release. Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. And here is Los Angeles now. Inside, stolen by Gay. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And you got to be cautious around Gay. He's phenomenal at using his wingspan there to swipe away the ball.
They set the screen. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's McGee with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Aldridge, again the Spurs, good for 2.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
LeBron kicks to Stevenson. Poked loose, stolen by Walker. James against DeRozan, wasted no time on that one. DeRozan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Back to ball, and stolen by Murray. 3-on-3. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now, here's ball. They push it up, 4-on-3. Gay outside. Aldridge a screen. 5 on the clock. Gay can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seems slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now, here's Ball. Tries from 16. A shot by LeBron, no good.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Lakers leading by 7. And here is Ball. LeBron outside. Back to Ball. McGee a screen. Ball with it. All guarded by Murray. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence. Very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
And he knocks down the first one.
Wasn't the easiest of rookie years last season for Lonzo Ball. Came in with a lot of hype and high expectations. Yet, you've got to keep big picture in mind. Overall, a solid start to his career, and he showed why he is viewed as such a promising prospect. Can't give up on this kid yet.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Zubac. Here's Hart. To the paint. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Passes it to James. Over Cunningham. LeBron, no luck. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Lakers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Kyle Kuzma had no problems getting going. He had 13 points and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Ball is the point with KCP at his side. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Stevenson. Good work defensively by Gay. San Antonio trailing here for the tie. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the wing right side. McGee dishes the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Outside for Gasol. There's the pass to DeRozan. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Nobody near Gay. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. LeBron outside. McGee a screen. LeBron against Aldridge. Here's Ball. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
They get it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. And so Murray nails both of them. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Outside Aldridge. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Aldridge with a screen on LeBron. In the corner, Murray with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Expanding his range. That one, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
The first free throw is good. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Good. And that's now 11 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Murray outside. Kicks to Aldridge and stolen by LeBron. On the wing, Stevenson. DeRozan defending and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Here's Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong. Measures it perfectly.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 10 points for him. Stevenson drives in.
And here we can check out the story on LaMarcus Aldridge. He's coming off an excellent season. 9th in scoring, 17th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. That free throw good from Lance Stevenson.
When Lance Stevenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Pass to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. From deep. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Murray kicks to Gay. Aldridge a screen. It's Gay with the drive.
Now, it's up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required. And he's versatile at that end of the floor.
Here's Murray. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Lakers trail by 5. Ball with it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Aldridge. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's DeRozan. That shot missing. Good D by Stevenson. Lakers trail by 4. Now here's Ball. He's got 5. McKyluk. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 5.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Outside DeRozan. Rudy Gay on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Stevenson. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Murray to the inside. Got a piece of it.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Goes up. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Murray against Ball. McKyluk. And the 3 off target. Spurs leading by 4. Murray the pass to Gasol. Gasol a screen. Here's the screen. Back to DeRozan. Off the screen. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Stevenson. Aldridge with some nice D.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. It's not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
Now here is Aldridge. Back to Gay. Shot clock at 6. Now here's DeRozan. He's tightly guarded, and the shot goes down.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. They set the pick. Here's Hart, guarded by Walker. Count that bucket. Hart's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Spurs leading by 6. And Mills kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Walker. Passes it to Cunningham. And the Spurs scoring again.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Hart, guarded by Walker. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Bellinelli. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hart kicks to Zubac. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Rondo.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Here is Cunningham. Spurs working the ball around now. It's tipped. Back to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Pirtle. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The pass to Cunningham. Outside, Walker. Birtle sets the pick for Walker. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Kuzma, rejected by Walker. He kicks it to Mills. Takes the 13-footer. They get it again. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Spurs?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Out to the right wing. At the Hart. To the middle. And a strong finish with two hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Mills after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Walker. The Lakers with the rebound. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. Mikhailuk. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the first one drops. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Spurs leading by 6. And a wide open look for Walker. Off target from outside.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Here's LeBron. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Mills passes to Cunningham. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Well, you look at Bellinelli, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
.56 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And Mills kicks to Pirtle.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so he hits both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Rondo kicks to James. Over Cunningham. Hits the front of the rim and out. San Antonio leading by 4. There's Walker with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 10.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubac. Now here's Mills. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Shoots over McGee. Offensive rebound. Pirtle tipped away. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. San Antonio leading by 7. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Cunningham is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Mills. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
A lot of tenacity shown that time on the glass by Pirtle. Jakob is a junkyard dog who really doesn't mind getting dirty down there.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Now here's James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to LeBron. Over Cunningham. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 13 points for LeBron.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Caldwell Pope against Walker. And here's Mills for 3. It's good on the putback. Pirtle's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Down low and stolen by LeBron. Here's Hart. McGee trying to break free. Hart, no good. Spurs leading by 9. To the inside. And stolen by James. McGee, the pass to Hart. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Mills. Cunningham dishes it to Mills. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Then for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Cunningham. And it's DeRozan in for Walker. Now Bellinelli. Aldridge a screen. Off the screen, Bellinelli gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs leading by 6. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Aldridge with a screen on Stevenson. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. And Aldridge with the layup.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
No good on the free throw. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Pirtle. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Good on the second free throw. And here is Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Aldridge down low, covered by LeBron, and he makes that one. And that's 15 points for Aldridge.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from James. Murray against Rondo. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Lets it go from 14. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Here's DeRozan. McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. Offensive rebound, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And the first one at the line is good. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Rajon Rondo. He doesn't get the second one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope against DeRozan. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here's Murray. DeRozan passes to Gay. Aldridge a screen. Gay drives in. The dish to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ball. Murray, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Got that one up quick. And 11 points for Lance Stevenson.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now, here's Aldridge. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
He had a nice open look right there. LeBron's got 20.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Now here's Gasol. Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We've got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, David. Yep, that one goes.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now here's James. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
And he knocks down the first one. And James drills them both. Murray with it. The feed now to Aldridge. He gets that one. Aldridge has got 19 points.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Aldridge with a screen on ball. To the paint. Second chance shot. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Murray. 21 points for Aldridge.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
LeBron kicks to Stevenson. Back to James. It's up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. James has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Lakers.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
DeRozan passes to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on ball. Clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Ball kicks to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. They set the pick. Caldwell Pope outside. He dishes it to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. Caldwell Pope's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Here's Aldridge. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Stevenson.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Murray, the pass to Gay. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Gay kicks to Aldridge. Back to Gay. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on LeBron James.
And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. Rudy Gay hits them both. Lakers trail by 3. Now here's Rondo. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. And Stevenson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's James, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Rondo passes to LeBron, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
1:44 left in the fourth. Passes it to DeRozan. Over Caldwell Pope. DeRozan's shot is off.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Dishes to Gasol. Gay in the corner. Gasol screen. 5 to shoot. Fades. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
Now here's LeBron. Stevenson outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for LeBron.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
One shot.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
James outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot, McGee trying to break free. And again, the Lakers no good. San Antonio with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Cloak loose. Mikhailuk. It's money from deep.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
And just we focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.